Hello, you guys, and welcome. Welcome to the Bible Study Studio. My name is Sonia McCullough Lockridge, and I enjoy to come to you in this fashion. Now, yesterday we talked about what did we talk about yesterday? We talked about the Carry and Read Bibles. The Carry and Read Bibles, and I explained to you yesterday how I like to categorize my Bibles in how I use them. And many people do. This is not just something that Sonia does, but many people do. So we looked at Carry Bibles in multiple translations, and we looked at a couple of journaling Bibles, and that was an ESV and a KJV. But today we are talking study Bibles. Study Bibles. Many times in our study, we do not need a commentary because study Bibles will have commentary within the confines of the covers of the text. So, our first study Bible up that we're going to look at is, many people would say that this is not a study Bible, but I say it's a study Bible because it has ancient prayers in it that we can study and learn more about how to study, how to pray through the Word. So that's why I call this a study Bible, because it has ancient prayers within the covers of the text. So, for example, let me see if I can find one. I just saw one in the book of Psalms. So, on page 876, in regards to Psalms 220, there is a prayer by John Wesley. There is a prayer by John Wesley. And so we can look at these ancient prayers by these heroes of the past, biblical heroes and theologians of the past, and we can learn much. So that is why I call this a study Bible. And it is a prayer Bible, and it is one of my favorites. And it is in the ESV translation, which is a word for word translation. The ESV is a word for word translation. So, study Bible, prayer Bible, ESV. Next, we have one of my most favorite Bibles, and it is the Illustrated Study Bible. Illustrated Study Bible. Once again, it is a word-for-word translation, and it is in the it is the Christian Standard Version. The translation is the Christian Standard Version. Now, I go to this text often because the CSB does a really good job of explaining things. And so there is so much commentary within the confines of this text that I can't even begin to tell you. Much commentary. Much commentary within the confines of this study Bible. Now, study Bibles can be expensive, but sometimes you can find them on sale. I think I got this one surprisingly I was very surprised when I purchased it for, I think it was less than $20. The CSB Illustrated Study Bible. Much good, very good commentary within this text. And next we have another one of my favorites. It is the KJV Word Study Bible. The KJV Word Study Bible. This is an excellent text and an excellent resource for understanding the Hebrew and the Greek text. This is an excellent source, an excellent resource. And what I like about this particular study Bible, it has the words highlighted in the text. But mind you, they're not highlighted where exactly in the text everywhere. So you'll have to do a little of your own research and going back and forth within this text to get an understanding of the Greek and the Hebrew words within this text. But it's one of my favorites, one of my absolute favorites. I love this Bible. And next is another KJV. Most of my study Bibles are going to be word for word translations because this is the translation that I like best. So, surprisingly, I don't have that many of the thought for thought translations nor the Message translation. Then a very good example of a Message translation is, of course, a very good example of a paraphrase translation is, of course, the Message Bible. And I do not have one of those yet. I had one before. It was not a study Bible. I had a Carey Message Bible, and I really liked it, and I no longer have it, and it is my hope and prayer to replace it. But this Bible is the Keyword Study Bible, and it is in the KJV translation. Keyword Study Bible in the KJV translation. Now, once again, I'm just going to tell you, I absolutely love this text. I love it. And what they do here, what the AMG publishers do here is they underline and reference the keywords with the Strong's Concordance reference number. If you can see that here. They reference the keywords with the Strong's Concordance reference number for every keyword that they consider important in this particular text. KJV, word for word translation, Keyword Study Bible. Incidentally, this Bible is published here in Tennessee. Published in Tennessee. I'm not sure where it's printed, but it is published right here in the great state of Tennessee. And incidentally, so is this KJV Bible. It's published here in Tennessee. This is a Thomas Nelson product. So it is published here in the great state of Tennessee, right around the corner from me in Nashville. And of course, the Christian Standard Bible is published here in Tennessee as well. Next, we have another Christian Standard Bible, and it is the Apologetics Study Bible. The Apologetic Study Bible. And it is the Christian Standard Bible version. And once again, I super love this text. Super love this text. It is a word for word translation, and I absolutely love and adore this text. Now, what it does, it references twisted scriptures throughout the text. They've gone and referenced twisted scriptures throughout the text. And twisted scriptures are those which we as a people have applied the wrong context to. It's scripture verses that we as a people have used in the wrong context. And those are within the confines of this Apologetic Study Bible. And apologetics means to defend the faith. To defend the faith. Love it. Love it. Word for word translation. Next, we have the African Study Bible, Africa Study Bible, and I love this Bible too. It, incidentally, is in the NLT translation, the New Living Translation, which is a thought for thought translation. A thought for thought translation. Very easy to understand translation, but it is a thought for thought translation. Now, this particular study Bible does contain a lot of useful information, such as proverbs, African proverbs, and so on and so forth. African proverbs and so on and so forth within the confines of the text. And I love it. It is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. And I know you're thinking, how can all these be your favorite? Well, it's just like it would be as if I had 9 children. I would love each and every one of them. And I love each and every one of these. So, next we have the ESV Study Bible. The ESV Study Bible. I would say that this particular study Bible, this ESV word for word study Bible, is at the top of my list. It is at the top of my list. If you had to get one study Bible and you could not afford any more than one, then this is the study Bible I would purchase, the ESV Study Bible. Now, these folks have done a fantastic job of commentary within the confines of the text. They just give you all the information, and much. It's amazing. This is an amazing work. And it would be at the top of my list in regards to study Bibles, the ESV Study Bible. Top list, top. Word for word translation. Now, next we have another CSB word for word translation study Bible. And it's kind of banged up because I've had it for a while. And it is what they call the Study Bible for Women. The Study Bible for Women. And it's beautiful. I love it. It's one of my favorites. I did an extensive review of this Bible many years ago. I just absolutely adore it. Absolutely adore it. And it has all this useful information at the bottom of the page, of the commentaries, of the commentary pages. Just a beautiful Bible, and one that you should have if you can. Now, Dorothy Patterson, what is her name again? She is the Dorothy Kelly Patterson is the editor. What is it? Is like the editor-in-chief, I think, of this particular Bible. But note that Dorothy Patterson is usually the editor of all women's Bibles that are published here in Tennessee. She is usually the editor of all of them. Now, this one is the CSB, of course, and translation. Now, if you picked up a women's study Bible from, say, Thomas Nelson or someone like that, it's going to be Dorothy that's editing it. You'll see Dorothy in the credits once again. She is amazing and has done a vast amount of work in regards to the biblical text. And finally, we have, published by Henderson Bibles, is it? Dixon. Hendrickson. I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. But this is the Complete Jewish Study Bible. And I love this Bible because the Lord has been faithful to place Jewish people in my path to witness to in regards to the Lord. So I picked up this Jewish Study Bible because the Lord just has done, there's been so many Jewish people that have been placed in my path to witness to in regards to Christ, that at some point I just said, I need to know a little bit more. I need to know more. And so I did. And so this is one of my favorite Bibles as well. Now, they do an amazing job of commentary as well. An amazing job of commentary as well. It is beautiful and thoughtful and noted and necessary. So those are all my study Bibles. The Complete Jewish Study Bible. Let's got a little something on it. Now this study Bible, I'm not sure. I should look and see. I'm pretty sure this is a word-for-word translation. I'm pretty sure it is. And the Women's Study Bible from the Christian Standard Bible. One of my favorites, just all my children. The African Study Bible, Thought for Thought. This is my only Thought for Thought translation in the bunch currently. Thought for Thought. All these others are word-for-word translations. Word for word, Christian Standard Bible, word for word. AMG Publishing, Keyword Study Bible in the KJV, word for word translation. And the rest of them are word for word as well. I have the one Thought for Thought translation, and that is this Africa Study Bible. And this is my Study Bible collection. And if I had to put one at the top of the list, if you could only have one, it would be this one, the ESV. If you could only have one, it would be this one, the ESV Study Bible. If you could have two, the next on my list would be this illustrated study Bible. It is amazing. It is a wealth of information. Now, on duplication of information, yes, sometimes information is duplicated in a study Bible. But guess what? Sometimes we need to hear it more than once. Sometimes we need to hear it in a different way. So, if information is duplicated in a study Bible, maybe you need to hear that information repeated. I'm 61 years old, and I have heard messages repeated throughout my life. So, duplication of information within study Bibles is not a big deal. Sometimes you may just need to hear it a different way, or maybe read it a different way. But my top two study Bibles, if I could only have two, would be this ESV, number one, and number two, this Christian Standard Illustrated Study Bible. Those would be my top two favorite of the ones that I have. Now, there's another Bible out there, I can't think of it. It has the word culture in it, culture, and it is a really good study Bible as well. I wish I had that one. I'm sure I'm going to get it. I'm sure I'm going to purchase it at some point. And it has the word culture in it, and it is a really good study Bible that people have recommended as well. That's all I have for us today. Tomorrow we are going to delve into some little strange and crazy tidbits in regards to the biblical text. strange and crazy tidbits in regards to the biblical text. This is Sonia McCullough Locker signing out for the Bible Study Studio. Thank you and have a blessed day in the Lord.